Here's something very practical for better sex. When you go through a breakup or a rupture, even if it was a long time ago, your nervous system may still be there, may still be contracted, especially in your pelvic floor. So your body loses some of its grounding, and you may not notice it consciously, but you feel it in subtle ways. It becomes harder to stay fully present in your body. And if you are not grounded in your body, your sex is not grounded. You might still have sex, you might still perform, but it feels different. It feels somewhat mechanical, rushed, disconnected, overcharged. And why? Because pleasure requires capacity. Your body can only experience as much pleasure as it has space to hold. So when your nervous system is contracted, your capacity narrows. So even if stimulation is there, that is not. And integrating a breakup, it's not only about the emotional work. The emotions also happen in the body, and it's nervous system work. It's about restoring stability, space, restoring your ability to stay inside your sensation without collapsing, without escaping, without a fight or flight. When your capacity widens, pleasure naturally deepens. You step out of survival during intimacy. You don't have to force it. You don't have to perform it. You don't have to chase it. You can actually hold it. And that's the difference between discharge and presence. That's the difference between intensity and depth. So what you want is better sex, a more grounded sex, sex that feels strong instead of mechanical, reactive. So then integration is not optional. Integration is the foundation, it's necessary. It's exactly what we are doing inside our SIR breakup sexual and emotional reset. If you do the work, it will widen your capacity so your pleasure expands with it. And if you're ready for this kind of shift, the details are here below. Head to iman.coach and sign up for the live masterclass. An example of this is chase for sex, looking for a new lover, looking for a new experience. But then when you are on bed there with them, it may just not feel satisfying. It doesn't feel that you reached what you're actually chasing for. And you can come up with stories that, oh, it's because the lover wasn't great enough, or because you were on your head, or you have a deadline. But then your chase continues, and then you find yourself depleting your resources, not only your life, your body energy, but as well as your finances and your time, looking always for something, and that thing just never comes. It's really not about what you're going to experience. It's about that widening of your capacity to stay with what's happening. It didn't feel satisfying because it was just too quick. You weren't able to stay with that arousal. We experience arousal, those sensations, not in a way that we can create a story about it. What I mean to say is, when you are euphoric or when you are angry, your mind might have an idea of, oh yeah, this is bad and this is good. But nervous system is, this is a high arousal, this is a high arousal. Or the same thing with you are meditating and you step into that serenity, or you're just in a fetal position crying. Your body is down-regulated, and that low arousal is what your nervous system is actually experiencing. And during sex, if we find this capacity in our nervous system to have this upper regulation and this low regulation, once you are out of the bedroom and you are, let's say, on your work meeting, or you're just facing your daily life, some traffic issues while you're driving, your body carries that imprint that it's now been transformed, and you can pendulate between a higher and a low arousal rather than getting stuck on hypersympathetic or on a collapse, being super awake and suddenly you're so down. And that can happen within a day, and that can happen within months or seasons of life. Nervous system doesn't carry that chronological time as we know it. So having that integration brings so much of awareness and clarity on the daily life and through phases that we go through as human. And this is my mission, to really bring humanity back to our daily experience by reconnecting us to our body. And how I can add those 2 cents to the world is by supporting men who wants to reconnect to their body for better sex after a rupture.